Hello my rookies, welcome back into another video. If you couldn't tell already, this is not my usual video. Usually I do role plays, sometimes screen recorded, sometimes not. But this time I'm doing a speed build. And I really like watching speed builds, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna make one. And this one I actually liked a lot. It was very fun to make. So yeah, before we get straight into it, I have a couple of disclaimers. First off, this video, this speed build, this whole idea of making this heavily IB to It's Nora. Disclaimer on top of the disclaimer, I do not support Nora using AI in some of her thumbnails. If you couldn't tell, yes, she does use AI. You can tell by the hands, you can tell by some of the things. And my second disclaimer is that I didn't actually make any of the movie posters. One, because I was lazy. Two, because I tried, and they look so horrible that I can't even put it in this video. I didn't even have a reference, so I was just like, oh, Moana looks like this. I barely remember it. Okay, let's just go. So later in the video, you'll see that I'll just be using random posters that kind of look like movie posters that are already made by TOCA. Okay, now getting really into the video. This build is pretty near and dear to my heart because I love going to the movie theater. Like, I don't know who doesn't, really. I mean, I love movies in general. I want to be a voice actor one day, so yeah, I just love movies. I don't go to the movie theater a lot. I usually just watch movies from my house on like streaming services or Apple TV. This build, like the whole way that I made it, is inspired off of a movie theater that's in the mall where I live. I don't even remember what the movie theater is called, and it's also inspired a little bit by the AMC that is where I live. I don't go to the one that's at the mall that's mainly inspired by this too much, so that's why my brain, I kind of had to rack through it. Because I went not too long ago. I don't remember what movie I saw. I'm trying to think, but I went to AMC. I don't know. Wait, was it Wicked for Good? Yes, it was! Yay! That may have been the last time. Yeah, it probably was. It was a pretty good movie. A lot happened. And, I think that Wicked is better, but it's still pretty good. Anywho, yeah. I wanted to see the last act in theaters. The Amazing Digital Circus last act. But I ended up not going. Because, yeah, I don't know. My friends went. A bunch of my friends went, and they were like all cosplaying. People were like attempting to cosplay them, which is like, yes. And I've already decided that the next time a BFDI episode comes out in theaters, I am going to watch it. I am running to the theater. Less about movies and more about this build that I'm making. Currently, I'm making like the place where you get food and you like check your tickets or whatever. I can't really remember since I haven't been to the movie theater that this is mainly based off in a couple of years. And I'm getting food like candies and ices and popcorn and cotton candy and all stuff like that that you would get at a movie theater. I usually go with my dad, and we usually just share like a large popcorn, and then like sometimes, rarely, I get an icy if I'm like desperate for one. Actually, the getting an icy part is a lie. I only get those if I go to the what's it called again? The arcade. The arcade. And at this movie theater, even though I haven't been in a while, I remember there's like this thing. It's like the case. There in other places, it has like usually ice creams or dipping dots or popsicles of some sort. And they have one of those at some theaters, I think. And it has, like, usually candy bars. So that's what I'm attempting to make. It doesn't look the best. And I'm going to talk about the outside area, even though it's already done, because I kind of forgot to talk about it since I was yapping about Wicked. So at the theater, we're just going to call it the theater. That's not AMC, that I haven't been to in a couple years, but I see a lot because I go to the mall a lot. They have, like, this big screen thing where you can buy your tickets, and it's pretty cool, and they have like a bunch of posters lining one of the brick walls, so like if you're walking down, even if you aren't going to the movies, you can see like, oh, Moana 2, or not Moana 2, oh, the live action Moana's in theaters. Oh, Toy Story 5's in theaters, which is pretty cool, and you can like see it if you're going to some of the restaurants over there. So I didn't try to fully recreate that, but I tried to recreate the screen thing, so yeah, that's good enough. And since it's in like the middle of the outdoor part of the mall, I put like benches and trees and all sorts of stuff. My mall's pretty cool, if I do have to say so myself. I need to stop rambling. Anywho, I'm getting popcorn buckets right now since you kind of need them if you're gonna get some popcorn. And you can see all the ice creams and stuff and all the candies in the little ice chest thing. And those picture frames back there, I'm gonna fill up with posters and the menu things later. I also forgot about it. I should have put something that kind of looks like a standee, like, let me show one on screen. So it gave it more of like a realistic effect. Also, I could have put like an arcade, but I didn't have enough room. I was gonna use the other side, but then that would be kind of weird. Since, yeah, it's not actually two parts, it's just that in front of it, in the middle, they have the screen thing. Actually, no, the screen thing's on the side. What the heck? But the like benches and fountain and stuff are in the middle, in front of it. So yeah, I'm a mess. Also, you may be wondering what these two little monitors are doing. Well, at the theater sometimes they have these little, monitors, screen things, where you can like buy tickets off of them, see all the screenings and stuff. You can just like click on them, get your tickets, and then you can just go into the theater. I could be imagining things. I could have brain damage. I don't really know. Also, if the mic quality is bad, it's because I'm sitting on my bed with an iPad trying to project my voice, just like sitting here without a mic or anything. I'm hopefully gonna get a mic soon. Hopefully for Christmas, which is still a couple months away, but it's Christmas season in my mind all year long. Why are we talking about Christmas? We're supposed to be talking about this build. So I have benches, I have the little things, and now I'm moving on to making the actual theater where you sit down and watch the movie. To make the movie screen, I just decided to do a bunch of these free TVs. It kind of took a bit to figure them all out, but I ended up doing it. In Nora's video, she did a bunch of the poster things, which was pretty cool, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to be using TVs, even though it probably would have taken a shorter amount of time if I just used the posters. But oh well, too bad, too sad. I also, in general, did not love the actual theater, but it's okay because I really love the outside area and where you got all your candy and popcorn and stuff, so yay. I went from having a million things to talk about to literally nothing. Oh, now I have one. I'm adding lights. So, like, if you go to AMC, you know that they dim the lights, like, really down low as soon as the movie starts. And they have, like, this whole thing where it shows on screen, now we're dimming the lights. Or maybe that's just my theater. I don't think it is. And they usually have the lights that are on the floor in this little area, like, on the walls. But I just decided to do a bunch of random lights, which I didn't really add now. I also added a trash can because, like, you got a lot of trash from all the stuff that people are eating, popcorn and slushies. I forgot what they're called again. Ices. If you're tired of me rambling, please just mute the video because I still have 4 minutes of this. Yay! I'm sorry. I love to yap about random things I don't really need to yap about. So that's what I'm doing. And I just spent 6 more sentences. I'm sorry, this is what I mean. I've had to cut out so many moments like that. Also, you probably just realized, wait, we were just working on the outdoor area and now we're inside. It's because that time I just had to cut out all me making the posters that look so bad. What is wrong with my grammar sometimes? I need some serious help. Anywho, we're just gonna ignore that. I'm working on the actual theater now because, yeah, it needs some work. It's just so plain and all the other areas are so beautiful. And then I got lazy and went into the other area, yay! And this is what happens when you're building with Brookie. That was not funny. Okay, I need to shut my mouth and just continue talking about what we're doing. I am finally adding more lights. Gonna act like these are better lights because I had to do random ones. Also, is that tennis ball from BFDI? For the next few minutes of this video, I'm just kind of adding random things, so yeah, don't mind that. Anywho, I finally have nothing, and I mean nothing to yap about. Oh, I guess Hello Kitty balloons. I don't really know why I put those. I guess I thought they would be cool. Is there a Hello Kitty movie? No, there's only a few shows. I don't think there's a Hello Kitty movie. Not like one that was in like theaters, I don't think. Is there? That's something to think about. Don't mind that. Okay, curtains. Curtains are cool. I love curtains. What is wrong with me? Anywho, my brookies, that's it for today's video. This video was chaotic as heck, but yeah, this was what would happen if I didn't set boundaries in my roleplays. Do you want that? Anywho, thanks for letting me get my yaps out, and have a great day or night. Bye, guys!